How's it going, everybody? I hope you guys are doing great and having a great day. Today, we're gonna have a little bit of a project that we're gonna do in my basement. As you probably see right now, I have all of my rigs sitting on the floor, and it's getting a little bit hot. Where I live, summer is kind of like getting close and the temperatures are going up. I think the last couple of days we were in like the mid 20s or early 20s. So the project that we're gonna do today, I figured I will be moving all of my rigs. I wanna move them into like a contained space where I can move the air in and out of it, you know, through some sort of like a, you know, mechanism. So what I thought about, and this is something that people have tried, you know, online, and you know, other people have done the same thing, is using a grow tent. And I'll show you pictures of kind of like what I mean and what other people have done in a bit. But the idea is that I put all the rigs on shelving, on metal racks pretty much, inside a tent, and I use an inline fan to basically bring in air from this room and extract it outside of my basement. So I'll kind of like walk you through here. Let me pick this up. Okay, so these are my rigs right now. They're kind of sitting on the floor and it's getting really hot. This is the grow tent. We'll probably kind of take it apart together and put it together. And then this is the window of my basement. So what I was thinking is having one window, using ducting, pretty much grab air from the outside into the tent and exhaust it on that end using an inline fan. I don't have the inline fan with me right now. I'll go up and get it in a sec. But the first thing that I wanted to do is basically film myself. Let me do this. Film myself putting together the grow tent and seeing how it's going to look like. I'll run a time lapse so that you guys can see the process and how it's going. And then after that, I'll bring the inline fan and show it to you guys, and I'll also put together the racks. I don't think I'm gonna put the rig on or inside the tent or on the racks tonight. It's a little bit late right now. I might do that tomorrow. So this might be like a two-part video or something like that. Anyway, so let's just go with this. Amazing. Cool. Let me show you guys what's the result looking like. Cool. This is the tent right here. Now unzip it. So basically you open it and then I'm able to expose the rig setup. This is where it's gonna be. Let me switch this. I think this is gonna be my it doesn't have an intake at the bottom. Yeah, I think I'm gonna basically intake air from here and drop it all the way down so that basically cold air comes here and then rises up. And I'm thinking of doing this as an exhaust right here. 6-inch, this looks like an 8-inch. I think this is a 6-inch and this is like a 4-inch hole. So I'm thinking of doing 2 inlets here and here so that we have enough air coming in. And because the pump might create a negative pressure inside because obviously, you know, it's exhausting air more than it's intaking, which is not a significant problem. The pressure is not going to be too high. I'll probably close this up. I'm not sure what I'll do with this, but yeah, exhaust, intake, intake, and then they both go all the way down. I'll probably open this one up so that air comes in from here, and open this pocket right here as well so that air comes down from here, and I'll probably keep that one shut. So the last thing that I'm gonna do is put this kind of like a floor mat thing. Not sure what this does, but I'll probably put it and then secure it. And then after that, I'm gonna bring the rack and then assemble it as well. So give me a couple seconds, I'll be back. Okay, so this is basically the inline fan that's gonna allow me to exhaust the air. I also got it from Amazon. These things are not cheap. Somebody recommended that I should probably go with at least 8-inch. I originally, was it 8-inch? 6-inch. I went with, somebody says go with 8-inch because, you know, it's probably the quietest one that you'll find. Maybe 10-inch will be even a little bit more quiet. I initially wanted to go with 4, and one person recommended that, you know, you should consider a little bit bigger, so I went with the 6. And for me, it was more of like an affordability factor. I think this was like 150 bucks. If I go to the 8-inch, it's pushing probably like 230. The 4-inch was 109. So I thought that 6-inch one would be a good balance between affordability and performance. This is by AC Infinity, and I got it off of Amazon. It has actually very decent reviews. Here it is. It has a controller. Not sure what this is. Power and some sort of a connection. This is what comes in the box. Clamps for your ducting, inlet, outlet. This is probably a remote control or something that turns it on and off with like speed control and all of that. And it comes with a manual. Yeah. So pretty straightforward. I think this is gonna go somewhere at the top, and I'm gonna have it, maybe I could have it outside, but I think I'm gonna have it inside the tent, hanging, and with the exhaust and inlet kind of coming into and out of it. Should be good. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this video over here. I don't want this to be too long of a video. This is part 1. Tomorrow, part 2 is gonna be after I go to Home Depot. I need to get some ducting, and I also need to figure out how I'm gonna mount the GPUs on the racks. I think initially I'm gonna go with zip ties just for the sake of ease, but I borrowed a 3D printer from a friend of mine, and I'm gonna be using that to maybe make some sort of clamps for the GPUs and some standoffs for the motherboards and the PSUs and all of that. Now that I'm kind of like looking at this, I do think it's going to be a little bit tight, but I'm going to make it work because I don't have a whole lot of space in the basement. I'm excited to see how this is going to perform and kind of the general, performance of this setup. I think it's going to be a lot better than, just leaving these things kind of work, mine in open air, because my basement is hot. So I'll catch you guys on the second part of this. I'll probably be filming it tomorrow, so you'll probably see the video in a couple of days. Have a great day.